Tonight at 5, the attempt to make upskirting a criminal offence is blocked by a single Conservative MP. The bill to prohibit the taking of photographs under someone's clothes was halted when Sir Christopher Chope objected, even though the move had government support. Only a recent poll this morning showed 96% of the people in this country are behind this change in the law, and only one person can block the whole thing. Seems very frustrating and wrong. Well, we'll be live at Westminster. We'll find out why he wanted to halt the bill. The other main stories on BBC News at 5. A former army sergeant is sentenced to life in prison after he twice tried to murder his wife in a gas explosion and by tampering with her parachute. EastEnders star Leslie Grantham, who played pub landlord Dirty Den, has died at the age of 71.
I think he was the archetypal charming role. Good-looking guy, he was a charmer, he was funny, he's a good actor.
Laid to rest alongside giants of the scientific world, Professor Stephen Hawking's ashes are interred at Westminster Abbey. With a dramatic last-minute goal, Uruguay beat Egypt at the World Cup in Russia. Later, Portugal will take on Spain.
You want to hit a deal with John? That's soccer. Dynamite. Yes, exactly right.
And find out what Mark Kermode thinks of the all-female crime paper Ocean's 8. The film review is coming up at 5:45.
Good evening. It's so good to have all of you here. So I hope that you can hear me fine. Just tell me, can you hear me? Just type something in the chat section. Can you hear me? Hello? Please type in the chat section. Can you hear me? You cannot hear me. Yes, yes, excellent. So this is a conversational English class, and we only talk here. So just send me your Skype name, and we will start talking. I can see that Stephanie is here. I will just connect with Stephanie. Stephanie, yeah, I'm calling you. So just you know, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Very good. Just hold on. I will try and connect with other people. So we have the Skype is ID. Vladimir, I have no idea what is that, but I will try anyway. Yeah. So then. Yeah, I have so many Vladimir. I don't know which one to choose. Just tell me. I have no idea which one is yours. Please, Aliyah, help me out somehow here. Okay. Now, You see, everything is new, and I don't know how to talk here. The Skype is new, but that's all right. So, Stephanie, what I want to talk about today is, first of all, about your impressions about the exam. I think that the exam is over, so you kind of, it's behind you. Can you share a little bit about your impressions?
Yes, of course.
Please do. Excuse me?
Wasn't very difficult,
Uh-huh.
and I thought it will be more difficult. But I did everything, and I am waiting for results.
Yeah, I understand. So, you know, different people tell different stories about how it went. So, some people say that it was real hard to present your answer during the oral part because other people were talking and it was very hard to hear your own voice. It was possible to hear other voices. What do you think?
Yes, I heard also other voice, but I tried to concentrate in my task, and I understood that from my speaking will
Influence?
influence on my future.
Okay, very good. So another thing is that I tried to warn everybody that there is a slight correction, slight change in the task, in the oral part and the fourth part in the test. So have you noticed that?
I was preparing to this exam 1 year, and I did a lot of tasks, and it is not something new for me.
No. See, let me explain. Were you present during my previous class?
Yes.
And I talked about that, and I sent you links about the changes. Like, let me see. I will show it to you. Hold on. No, this is not correct. Yeah. Hold on. So, yeah, okay. Let's do it in the following way. Maybe it will be easier. So you see, this is the task from the kind of a snap exam before the mock exam, which was before the real one. And here in the task it says, say which of the ways of spending free time presented in the pictures you preferred as a child. We didn't have the same type of wording. It was different. And they changed the rules of this part of the exam only 1 or 2 weeks before the exam. So that was why I was trying to explain it to you that it's really necessary for you to pay attention to that. Did you notice that?
Yes, and I prepared with this rule with picture I prefer, but
Okay, go ahead.
ну, в общем, это был
you know, different tasks were the wording of the tasks were different. So that is why I'm saying that probably it was kind of a not very easy for you to get it. Okay, so when did you take the oral part? What day? When was that?
In Saturday.
Saturday. It was June. Which day?
9th
June.
of June.
June 9th. Okay, and the written part.
In 8th June.
Mm-hmm. So, just tell me a little bit about the essay, about the tests, what you think. So, what was the topic of the essay?
I will write on the.
When is that?
I will write the writing part in future Monday.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. That is why I'm asking. But why did you mention 2 days, 8th and 9th of June? Why is that?
8th.
When did you take the when did you really take the exam? On June 8th or June 9th?
On 9th it was oral part, and in 18th it will be a written part.
Yeah, now it makes sense because you know, it's not for everybody. Different people took the oral part, let's say June 6th. So that's for different reasons. Say it again. Where are you from?
I'm from
From what?
France.
Okay, yeah, I understand. All right. My ID with picture. Mira, what do you mean? My ID with picture. What is that supposed to mean? You mean that you are the same like Aliyah, or what is that? It's kind of a mess. It's really hard to understand. Okay, good. So for everybody who is present, I just want to remind you that this is a conversational English class. We usually talk here, and that is why I just encourage you to give me your Skype name, and you will join our conversation. So if you want to, just feel free to give me a Skype name, and I will connect with you, and we will start talking. Okay, good. I just want to remind you again about what I said the previous class about the topics of the essays. So let's say this one of the topics was for this exam, which used to be well, in Russia it is called research learning. I did that. I did. Okay, I will do it over again. So that's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah. I did search, but if you want to, I think that you can see my screen. So where is the picture? Aliyah, Mira, whatever. Number one, where is the picture? There is no picture. Okay, yeah, I will send you. I think that I sent you the link to. I sent you the request, and you can just answer. Okay. All right. Yeah. Stephanie. So you see, I just put this topic, which was on in Russian. It says "досрочный" a exam, the mock exam. Pupils should be made to do a lot of homework on holidays. So the problem was that students, or another one was pupils should read a lot during holidays. So that some students, what they did actually during the essay, they wrote about the importance of reading, and they just got 0 for their essays. Why? Because they were supposed to explain that they are pupils or students, and that this was a lot of reading during holidays or during their summer vacation. Here, it's such a mess. What do you want me to do again? As I said, just have a look. See, which is yours? I don't know. Just hold on. It takes some time. I understand. Yeah, and just for sure to not a single one. So how can I connect with you? Okay, you can send your phone number if you want to send me your phone number. All right. Yeah, you can try if you want to. So for everybody, this is a conversational English class, and if you want to, you can join us. Stephanie, I didn't know that the written part is only ahead of you on Monday, so that is why I will keep on talking about the descriptions of the pictures, but still we will have some tests there, and probably it will help you. Okay, now, well, this type of the test is a little bit new for you, but this is the description, and so probably it will help you to understand a little bit how it works. So the task is here. You know that only 4 lines here are correct. We have altogether 17 lines, as you can see. 15 lines and 2 0 lines, which are kind of an example for you. And only four of these lines are correct. All of the rest lines, they have mistakes. So what you are supposed to do is you have to find the mistakes. You just read line after line and try and find the mistake. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Stephanie, if you don't mind, please start from the very beginning.
Okay. I have known Jonathan, or John as I call him, all my life. The first thing everyone notices about is his height.
Height.
Height. He is very tall, almost the 2 meters, but he's only 17
years old. 17 years. You just finished the sentence. 17 years old. So what do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Extra.
Yes.
Extra. The extra word.
Is there.
Very good. Let me see if we have some other people. So if you want to join us, please send me your Skype name, and we will join the conversation. Okay. So go ahead.
The second thing is how skinny that he is.
Mm-hmm.
That is extra word.
Mm-hmm. So that's the second thing is how skinny he is. Okay, you understand the word the meaning of the word skinny?
Худой.
Okay, go ahead.
People tell me that I'm thin, but I look like very fat compared to him.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is okay. Is that not mistake? If I'm not mistaken.
No, we have a mistake here.
Okay. I was. Нет.
No, you don't need to replace anything. You just need to pick up the word which is extra, like you said.
Like.
Yeah, absolutely. So read again the correct version, and you will understand.
People tell me that I'm thin, but I look very fat compared to him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
But despite of looking as if he hasn't eaten for several months, he never stops.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yes.
You are trying to guess, and you see, this is not about guessing. This is about it's about knowing your grammar. You have to explain because the previous one it's just I look like my mom. That means kind of a comparison. I look like my mom. I look like my dad. That's understandable. This is not the phrase which we use here. I look very fat. That's a different phrase. You cannot say I look like very fat. You have to say I look very fat. Same here. You have a set phrase, the phrase which we use a lot in English, but the wrong usage. The phrase is used in a wrong way. Which one? Okay, maybe somebody can type the answer there in the chat section. Okay, nobody wants to join us. All right. So, do you give up? Stephanie?
I think that S or E, but I don't know.
No, that's not correct. So, if you please read it aloud over again, maybe you can hear that something is wrong. Only do not be in a hurry, please.
But despite of looking as if he has not eaten for several months, he never stops. 4.
No, it's correct. We are talking about line 4. Line 4 has
Off.
yeah, that's correct. So you said that you learned a lot of grammar, and this is absolutely obvious. So we say, when do we use of?
In spite of.
Absolutely, we use in spite of, but we say despite without any preposition. So read the correct version.
But despite looking as if he has not eaten for several months, He never stops.
Yeah, you can just use this sentence because this sentence is really good for your essay. But despite looking as if he hasn't eaten for several months, he never stops. So just pay attention. We are talking about the description. So, going back, you have to analyze and memorize how we describe in English. I have known just from the very beginning. That's present perfect. When you talk about a person, for example, in the picture, you can say, I have known this person for several years or something. Jonathan, or as I call him, John, all my life. The first thing everyone notices, you can just memorize this phrase. The first thing everyone notices about somebody or something. He's very tall, necessary to say, almost 2 meters, but he is only 17. The second thing, so the first thing, the second thing is how skinny he is. People tell me that I am skinny, but I look very fat compared to him. So every sentence you can use in your description, in your essay. But despite looking as if he hasn't eaten for several months, he never stops. Okay, go ahead.
He doesn't care much about his appearance.
Yeah, just hold on. How about line 5?
Everything is okay?
Yeah, everything is okay, fine. Good, go ahead.
The last time he has had his haircut was at least since 6 months ago.
So, how about mistakes here?
Boss,
You mean that this is extra, so let me read. The last time he has had his haircut at least since 6 months ago doesn't make sense. Just you have to be very attentive. Again, the mistakes here are absolutely obvious. Like the previous mistake, despite of, in spite, that's very obvious. So what do you think? Is it possible to say the last time he has had? So do not forget about the meaning. Последний раз, когда он стригся, было по крайней мере 6 месяцев назад. So, what are the mistakes here? Okay. About maybe somebody is going to join us. Yeah, no. Again, this is a conversational English class. If you want to join us, just give me your Skype name and I will connect with you and we will start talking. Just provide your Skype name. Okay. So what do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know. You give up?
No.
Okay. How do you want me to help you? For me, it's absolutely obvious.
I'm not so clever.
Yes, you are. You are absolutely clever. One of the cleverest person I ever seen in my life. You are very smart.
Has? Ну тут все. Present perfect.
Are you sure? The last time, 6 months ago, this is present perfect. What are you talking about?
Since.
And what do you mean by since? We will talk about since later. Just first of all, you're absolutely correct. Like you said, you are very smart, you are very clever, and you notice the mistake is in this has had. This is the mistake, definitely. But correct this mistake and explain why it's impossible. When we talk about present perfect, like you said, it should be present. Present perfect. It should be present. How can it be present when it says the last time 6 months ago? Where can you see present? 6 months ago. Is it present?
No.
No.
But
So correct the mistake.
the last time he had his haircut was at least 6 months ago.
Okay, and the second mistake is?
Second mistake?
Yeah, you have two mistakes in one sentence. Okay, listen to me. I will read it to you.
Since.
Yeah,
Since.
of course. It's not possible to say since and ago. How can you say that? So just read the correct version.
The last time I had his haircut was at least 6 months ago.
Absolutely. Good?
It's a shame because he has got a nice, thick, dark brown hair. Everything okay?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. So just give the explanation.
Because hair it's неисчисляемое.
Uncountable. 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 Yeah. Very good. Because if you say a hair, that means one hair. You can say a hair like waiter. I have a hair in my soup. I will not eat it because it has a hair in it. Okay. You can say so, but this is absolutely different meaning. You cannot say that this person has a nice, thick, dark brown, but one hair. Okay. Do not forget about the description. It's a shame because he has got nice, thick, dark brown hair. Just, when you describe something, you forget about this nice, the words like nice, thick, dark brown hair. Okay, and it's a shame because this is your opinion, because he didn't have a haircut. He had his last haircut 6 months ago. Okay, go ahead.
He would be quite a looking boy if only he smartened himself up a bit.
So it's line 8 first of all. We did it line 8 and then line 9. No mistakes. Yeah, very true. He would be, and again, do not forget about the description. He would be quite a good-looking boy if only he smartened himself up a bit. I think that you understand, to smarten himself up a bit. Okay, go ahead.
I imagine he will then start to get interested in the girls.
So, where is the mistake?
In line 11, there it's extra word.
So read the correct version.
I imagine he will then start to get interested in girls.
Absolutely, very true, very correct. Can you explain?
girls, it's positively. Oh,
And do you think that it is not possible to have the definite article in plural of the nouns? It's possible.
это абстрактные девочки.
Well, abstract. Well, I would say that we are not talking about specific girls. We are talking about the girls as a class. The girls as a class. Okay. Very good. Excellent answer. And then go ahead. Just hold on. I imagine he will smarten himself up a bit when he starts to get interested in the girls. Again, that's a very good phrase for you to use in your description. Go ahead.
At the moment, though, his only interest is his old car, which he spends all his time and money on it.
Mm-hmm. So, line 11 we did. And how about line 12? Hello?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't see any mistakes.
No, there is one. In the which line? You mean line 12? Yeah, that's correct. No mistakes. Very good. And then line 13.
Money.
Yes. Where is the mistake?
Spend or the package.
Mm-hmm.
So
So which word is extra?
eat.
Very true. Very correct. So because we have already the noun car, so we don't need to use on it money on. Okay. Go ahead.
As a person, he is extremely patient and kind.
Mm-hmm. That's everything is fine. Then.
Yes. If I can't do my homework, he will always help me.
Mm-hmm.
Help me.
Help me. Yeah. Very good. Then.
I know I'm really lucky to have got a brother like him. Everything is okay.
Well, this is tricky and this is really hard. Yeah. I know I'm really lucky to have a brother like him. You don't use the word God here. You cannot use to have God. Can you understand why?
No.
No? You don't know? You cannot use to have got a brother like him. Because this is the infinitive. And for we use have got when it is a present tense, for example. Generally, we use it like that, like for present tense. Yeah, but this is tricky. I understand. Okay, and again, when you describe something, do not forget that you can say that he gets interested in the girls. Right now, at the moment, though, his only interest is old car. He spends all his time and money on. As a person, he is extremely patient and kind. If I can't do my homework, he will always help me. I know I'm really lucky to have a brother like him. So lots and lots of very useful vocabulary for you to use for your description. Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, I will find another page and let me have a look at the class. So anyway, if you want to join us, just send me the Skype name and I will connect with you and we will start the conversation. But anyway, that's all right. Okay. So the next is talking about vocabulary, and vocabulary is for describing people. And vocabulary reference, we will use it if we need it to describe people. I think that a better idea will be if I send this page to you. I don't know, maybe it is possible. So, what is that? And where are you now? See, it's everything is so new. Yeah, I cannot find where is that. Okay. Yeah, you're here. And again, that's new. Yeah, I think I can find the chat. No, this is, I don't know. How can I do that? Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I knew because only today they started these updates. And I cannot do that. Do you know how to connect? Okay, let's forget about that next time. So if you can see, well, we can describe people here, but you need to see the whole picture. That is why I'm asking you. So the first task, if you can see it, it says how many words do you know for describing what people look like? Make a list using the following headings. So how many words do you know about when you describe age? Any ideas?
Old, young.
Uh-huh. Anything else? I'm just looking for, yeah. And if you think, for example, about what are the names, the different names of people of different age, beginning from the very beginning from the birth. How do we call it? When the person after the birth of the person, how do we call it?
Baby.
Yes. Then later after baby. So well,
Child.
yeah, you can say so. So when do you start calling the baby a child?
After 3 years.
Well, probably after 1 year. Baby is only before 1 year. And then, have you ever heard the word toddler?
No.
Okay. This is important for you to know. Toddler. Okay. This is the new vocabulary to you. This is the baby, the child, which starts walking. The baby, the child, which starts walking. Make sense? He is called toddler. We do not have the word in Russian. If you go and see the dictionary, probably they will not give you a good translation just for you to see it. Toddler. Yeah. See?
Yes.
Very good. So then after toddler, how do we call a person? After a toddler.
Child.
After toddler, child, okay, and later on?
Teenager.
Teenager, very correct, and then?
Adult.
You can say so, but you can say a young man, a young woman, and youth. You know, sometimes they translate the Russian word like youth. Well, it can have a negative meaning, like it's only talking about man, and that can be negative connection with crime when you call somebody committed the crime. Okay, and after young man, young woman, or like you said adult. What else? What? How do we call people after being a teenager, being an adult, or being a young man, a young woman after that?
Man.
Well, we call them let's say the person in his 30s, in his 40s.
Middle age.
Middle-aged, absolutely. Middle-aged man, middle-aged woman. And after that?
Old man.
Well, you know, this is not very polite. Because and there is a special term which we use in Russian also. We do not use старый, старик. We use more polite term. What is that?
Пожилой.
Yeah, and how do we say that in English?
I don't know.
Okay, I will tell it to you because you're supposed to know. Elderly. Maybe you heard this word? Elderly person. Have you heard it? No?
No.
All right, very good. So this is when we talk about the age. So then let's describe the person's height. Yeah, and just hold on. I'm looking at my textbook for the teacher stuff. Do not forget about that. You can say the precise age, which is точный возраст, like she is 21. Then imprecise age, неточный возраст, like he is in his teens, she is in her early, mid, late 20s. He is about 30. She is 40 something. He is 50ish. She is 60 odd. So in nowadays, which is very popular, what we say, we use this suffix ish. Like when you don't know, you can say he is 50ish. 50ish. Okay. Or 20ish, 30ish, 40ish, whatever you want to say. Okay. And right now, you wanted to say about the height. How do we describe height?
Ну, высокий, низкий, high.
And how do you say that in English?
High. Tall.
Right. But this is not all. So first of all, you can say like about myself. You can say average height. You understand?
Yes.
Then she's above average height. She's above average height. The British people say she's petite. Petite, this is French word, which means that she's really small. Then the meaning is that she's short. Short, okay? Then, like you said, she's tall, or again, you can say she's tallish. She's short, she's shortish. And then do not forget about she's taller than average, she's shorter than average. Okay, then the next word is build. You understand the word build?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you describe men's or women's build?
Well, it's fat.
Fat?
Thin.
Yeah, you can say so, but you know, sometimes to say he's fat might sound a little bit rude, not very polite. So a good idea will be to say like, do you know how to say to be politically correct?
Thick.
We say overweight. Have you heard this term?
Yes.
Okay, do not forget about that. If you know overweight, and when we like the person's build, he's not thin, he's not skinny, but at the same time, he's not fat, he's not overweight. How do we call this person, or a woman, or a man?
Well built.
Yeah, well built. That's. But I'm talking about not being very fat, not being very thin. But what is the word? In Russian, you say stroyny. You don't remember that word? It's slim. Have you heard this word?
Yes.
Yeah. So then, pleasantly thin, it means. Thin, you said. Skinny, we also said. So, and sometimes, you know, we have differences in description of the build for men and women. So what would you say if you want to describe the ladies build? How would you describe, I mean, to be different from men? Okay. She's got a good figure. She's plump. Have you heard the word plump?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Woman.
It's pleasantly fat. Пухленькая, something like that. All right, and when you said he's well built, that means strong. So probably it's not about women, it's about men. He's well built, okay? So he's strong, he's stocky. And then about hair, how would you describe hair?
Curly hair, straight hair, or long hair, short hair.
Okay, I will just add curly, spiky, you understand? Wavy, spiky. You heard this word?
No.
Spiky. Okay. Yeah, this is what you are supposed to know about hair. Spiky hair. All right. Let's have a look at it. Spiky hair. For boys or for girls, it doesn't matter. Okay. So this is usually spiky hair. Do you like it?
So.
Why? Is it fashionable?
Much fashionable.
A lot. Okay. Yeah. I see. So then straight away we said, and for example, when the person doesn't have a lot of hair, how do we call this person?
Bald.
Bald, absolutely, very good. And another term is receding hair. The hairline is going backwards, receding hair, because sometimes you can have a patch, a bald patch there. Okay. Then the description of the style of the ladies. So how can you describe the hairstyles? Прически. So what would you say? Yeah. So if, for example, the person has the hair like that, I mean the woman, how will we call it? Like that. Do you know how we call it?
I don't understand.
Okay. Let me just do not look. I will just type and I will show you the picture. This is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hairstyle is that? Do you know?
Yes.
It's a ponytail. It says in here, ponytail. Okay? Have you heard this word?
No.
All right. What other hairstyles do you know?
Ну, по-английски не знаю, как косички будут.
Okay, that's very good. So let's have a look. In English, we say it. I just want to give the whole. Yeah, like that. In flats. Okay, and the pronunciation is in flats. Okay, this is in flats. Do not forget about that pronunciation. So then another type, you can say it in Russian. Okay, I can help you while you're thinking. No, they give us a movie. I will give it hairstyle. They're thinking about the movie. I don't need the movie. Fringe hairstyle, yeah. So this is fringe. What is fringe? This part is called fringe. No, it's loose. What you're saying, it's loose or hair down. I'm talking about this part. Okay. This part. How do we call this part?
Чёл.
Yeah, and in English it's fringe. Do not forget about that. Then, you know, sometimes it can be side parting. Sometimes it can be center parting. If you understand what I'm talking about. For example, center parting. What do you think? What is that? Center parting. What is that? Пробор. Center parting. So you see, it's in the center, but at the same time it can be side parting. Side parting. Okay. So this is side parting. Сбоку пробор. Okay. All right. I think that this is all on blonde hair. You know that everything is fine. So the next word is, which is you're supposed to know, is complexion. Do you understand the word complexion?
Комплекс.
Sorry, no. That means complexion. That means цвет лица. So, what kind of a complexion can a person have?
Белый, красный.
Well, you know that what we usually talk about is, for example, tanned complexion, which means zagar. Then you can say about spotty complexion. Spotty complexion, that means прыщи плохо звучит, гриватый, spotty complexion. Okay, let me do it. Maybe you will see better complexion, spotty complexion. Yeah, it's a little bit too much, but at the same time, you know, when you describe something, you probably you will need it. Spotty complexion, then tanned complexion, as I said. Sometimes, you know, you can say that the person has olive or yellow complexion because of the race of the person, ethnicity different, you know. You have to say that. All right, yeah. How about freckles? Do you know about freckles? Okay, that's interesting. Freckles. These are freckles. You understand? Freckles. What is that? Yeah. So it's just. Have you ever heard before freckles? No.
No.
Okay. Just you can put it down for you to remember the word freckles. Okay. Freckles. All right, so the time is up, and I wish you every success during your exam, and I invite you, as always, to be present during the next class. It's been my pleasure seeing you. Any questions, any comments, any observations?
Thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure, as always. Do not forget about writing reviews. Пожалуйста, если хотим, пишем отзывы. Вот на странице «Углубленный английский» здесь есть отзывы о моих уроках. Reviews. If you want to write, please do. I will be more than happy. So that seems to be all, and I will see you next Friday, hopefully. And bye for now.
Bye.
Okay.